Thank you. Majorly, I'm doing two things in the product level. I'm using technology to improve the quality of life and the ease of doing business. So, the quality of life aspect, I'm the head of research and innovation for Geospatial mapping initiative. And what we do is to look at areas that are liable to flood. And what we do, how do we do that? We get satellite data and we use them to model impact of flood and predict so that emergency agency actions can be taken to rescue people in that area. Actually, one of the most recent flooding that happened in northeastern part of Nigeria, that is Maiduguri, we predicted that flood in early 2023 and all the areas we identified were actually flooded. And of course, right now we're doing a project in Lagos, Oshodi, Ikeja, and some other areas on the island to predict impact of flood on children. And of course, we're doing a lot of works in Kogi, in Ilorin, Kwara State, and the like. And of course, in terms of ease of doing business, a friend and I am the co-founder for Nextflow AI. We're using agentic AI to improve the way people optimize their businesses. So whatever business you do, how can AI help you to optimize it? So on the broad level, using technology to improve the quality of life. What I would say is that they believe that nothing really works in Africa, which is actually not true. Because if that is the sense, how did Lagos get to have a $3 billion worth fintech ecosystem? How did Kenya make the mobile money work even before the United States figured out contactless payment? Or, Rwanda has the most efficient e-governance systems in the world. So some of those things are some of the misconceptions that people think that not really work in Africa, and they always look at Africa as somewhere that they look for problems, whereas there are solutions in Africa. And of course, every now and then, new things come in Africa. A lot of youths are doing their best to make things work. And like I said again, it is the misconception that nothing works. So I'm going to tap into the existing frameworks of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement Zone, because I understand so much in the principle of comparative advantage and economics of scale. If we get the goals of the African Continental Trade Free Trade Agreement Zone right in Africa, we are going on a high level to success. So, and look at the work that the Africa Development Bank, Afrexim Bank, and the likes are doing. So that's what I would do actually, to ensure and to put a lot of resources into the African Continental Free Trade Agreement to work. If goods and services and payments can move efficiently within Africa, and we see Africa not just as a continent but as a state. The United States is huge, but they've been able to come together as the United States of America. If we see ourselves as, not the way they say themselves, but we see ourselves as one, goods and services can move across. I think so, but and that is what I would do, because it will help improve a lot of things. If I'm taking my goods from Cape Town to Egypt, it's easier. If I'm taking my stuff from Morocco to Nigeria, everything is smooth. So I think I'm going to tap into the existing framework of the AFCT. I'm passionate about the impact of flood on children right now, because we've done a lot of research, and since early 2020, 2021, we've been doing a lot of work on mapping flood risk. We do not really pay attention to children. We do a lot of women and adults and their impact, but there's a lot of insight that we can get from the impact of flooding and disaster response on children. So one thing I would love to commit a lot of attention to this year, and actually we started since last year doing some research in Lagos, in Kogi State, and we're expanding across 20 other states in Nigeria, is to look at how satellite technology, AI technology can help to synthesize influence of flood risk on children, and of course a lot of ground data. We're not just doing the external technologies anymore. That's what I want. I think they are half right, to be very honest. They are half right. Half right in the sense that those things are there. Yeah, there's corruption there, there's death and all those things. But it's also some of the things that makes us unique. Okay, if you say there are political instability or somewhere, how did Lagos or Nigeria have a higher growth rate of fintech, higher than that of the UK? If you're saying that ethnic division or something, how these places like Rwanda, 30 years after genocide, are moving at a very good pace now, and efficiency governance. So as much as those things are there are opportunities for us to scale, and there is a way, necessity and problems, let me call them opportunities now, help people innovate. Let me start an example of this China and the United States AI and LLMs to you. one decided to build their own models on CUDA, that is a technology that they use to AI. Another one is building it on assembly. It tells us how some constraints leads to innovation. So I believe those things that are partially correct about African ethnic division and all those things are also a way for us, and how we are improving our technology. Actually, for having a background in fintech, it made me to know that, because we understand that things need to be very secure. The fintechs, bank and mobile application in Africa are way secure and high level in terms of cybersecurity compared to other places across the world. So I think there are opportunities for us to scale, not things we should see as if they are not letting us scale. And it would be a lie for us to say that we want to live a problem-free life or everything will be at 100% fine. It is identify those problems and building on them too. I believe we'll get our political system right, because everything lands on leadership. Actually, everything becomes leadership, and I'm hopeful that we'll get that right in terms of leadership. It's taking shape bit by bit. Things are shifting. People are more conscious. A lot of people are now, thanks to internet, thanks to social media. Of course, there's a lot of disinformation around going on, but I believe we'll get our leadership right with time, and because a system is only as good as its CPU operating system. So I believe we are going to get that right, and to scale up.